Tambria said, you know, we have children that are in and serving right now, from my oldest to my baby. My baby's 24. She's on a Coast Guard cutter right now. She's an officer, graduate of the Coast Guard Academy. We have many in my family that served, you know, and served before. So it's really a near and dear to my heart. And it's a shame because we throw our vets away. Right. You know, you go and serve, you put your life on the line, you come out of the service, nobody knows anything about you till you die, and then now you're having trouble.
And then you get
well, even now you can't even get the burial right, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I wish you people, if you're going to talk about this, talk also about these service clubs that we have in our area. We have many of them. They're not even doing their job.
It's turned into just a bar.
The service clubs in this area have turned into bar rooms.
It's a bar room.
I would love
a smoking bar room.
I would love to have you come on the show.
Yeah.
If you would, and talk about it if you could, if you can give me a call, okay, or give your number to the people outside, and we'll get in touch with you and put a program together or a couple of programs. This is really something that bothers me and should be out there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, so, it's sad. It's a very sad situation. I'm glad someone's paying attention. Please don't be too hard.
Well,
he's upset.
I am really upset with him.
I know.
I'm hoping I don't have to do
again.
CPR.
And I'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you. Bless you.
And thank you for your service.
Yes, bless you for your service. Good evening. You're on Street Talk with Father Russ and Tambria. Hello.
Hello, Father Russ. How you doing?
I don't know. Tonight I'm like Wolf.
Well, I just want to let you know this is Deputy Mayor John Maynard.
How you doing, John?
Not bad. Now,
go ahead.
The reason for the way that the vote was done by Michael and myself is the simple fact. It's like, we love the vets. We think the vets should get all the care in the world. We do not have confidence in the people that want to run that. They've proven it.
John, come on. Kathy, Reverend Zoll, they're not talking. You know who runs that stuff? They're talking about refurbishing a building. Come on.
They provide a bed, and the VA
in the building.
comes
The VA does all the stuff, the other stuff.
According to the letter,
I just read it.
Hear me out.
All right, go ahead.
Let him speak.
Just hear me out. According to the letter we got, which was a one-page letter, it was only asking to support the Homeless Hospitality Center in getting a grant so they can open up a house for veterans.
Right.
That's all it said.
Right.
It wasn't the 3 pages that you read. Mike and I are for vets. Matter of fact, 3 months ago, I put on the agenda, which the law director and city manager are going through right now, to have a box put on the water bill and tax bill to donate to a veterans fund, which the city would set up to help vets offset their medical costs, and hopefully we get enough money in there till we can help them get into housing. I don't have faith in the Homeless Hospitality Center, as I know you don't, because you were the one that.
George, whoa, back a little. Give me a chance, then. I'd love to have you on the show. You want to come on the show? So we can
I would
talk
definitely
about
come
this?
on your show one day.
Okay, I'd love to. We'll set that up. No, yes. Number one, when you're talking about the hospitality center and with the chronic problem we have with the criminal element, you are absolutely right. I helped start that. I ran it for 2 years, and it took a different direction. That's one thing. This is something totally different. She is talking about. I know what she's talking about because we wanted to do it. I dealt with Dr. Laurie Harkins, the head of the agency down there. Like I said, my son's in the VA. I know all about their programs. They got great programs. What she's talking about is taking a crap house, okay, 4 apartments, refurbishing the house so they can put 8 veterans, 2 to an apartment in that house. Just like, you know what's happened? Just the transition, just like the criminal element is in the transitional thing that are on probation. The difference is we're talking about people who put their life on the line for us. We're talking about service men and women. We're talking about vets. That's what we're talking. We're not talking about criminals. We're talking about vets supported by the VA. One of the best. By the way, in Connecticut's VA is one of the best in the country. If you don't know, I mean, I know about this stuff good. I'm a military brat.
Absolutely.
You should. How you voted against this, John? I can't believe it.
I have no regret the way I voted against it.
Oh well, you got to be kidding me.
It's not about the people that are going to be there helping. It's about the people that are going to be running it. They've proven they can't run a shelter. They've proven that. You know that. They've proven they can't run a shelter. I'm not going to back them trying to run a vet's house where they screw that up too. It's just not. It's not nothing. It has nothing to do with the vets. My love. I have all the love in the world for the vets. Them guys put their lives on their lives on the line for us every day. Every day.
Some girls, my baby's doing it right now.
You're right. I should correct that.
Right now, she's doing a lieutenant in the U.S. Coast Guard. Her son's over in Iraq, a Marine in Iraq. You got to be kidding me. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this, Councilor Maynard, because I do understand what you're saying, and we have made very strong statements about the running of the hospitality center and the shelter. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But they're running that as a program, which is different. They're trying to provide program services and stuff when I agree they don't know what they're doing. To me, that's my opinion. But transitional housing, having worked in the homeless field, I know what the grant is for the VA transitional housing program, and it's not a program, it's just the housing that holds, it's like the casement for the VA to come in to service the vets.
That's right.
So all they can do is basically set up appointments for everybody. That's about the length that the VA would even allow them to get involved, because they already have people that do that and are paid to do that under federal dollars to do the case management and the treatment.
It should be one of the veteran funds that's around. We have
they
lots
are
of veteran,
doing it, but why aren't they opening a house? Why aren't they remodeling a house? And
that's my point. Let's get them to apply for that grant. I would sign 30,000 letters of support for a veterans fund, a veterans group to run that.
Well,
because
I know
it would be run right.
Yeah, okay, I challenge you to send a letter to every veterans group you know and offer to write that letter, because I guarantee they will apply, they will come up with a house, and we would be in the wonderful position of being able to help and serve our veterans better than any other town in the city.
And that's what we need to do.
So I challenge you to send a letter to those groups that you would agree to have.
And I can guarantee you this, not only would I send a letter to the different veteran organizations around supporting them, I can guarantee you Mike Bassetto would also have his name on that.
I'm waiting to see it happen. When I see it happen, I'll be happy.
John?
Yeah?
I'm in the care business. Been in the care business a long, long time. We take care of brain injury people 24/7, my staff, okay, in a community setting, okay, so that these are people who are disabled and need care 24/7. Different than what Reverend Zoll's talking about. They're talking about veterans that are mobile, going to go in the house, be able to make their own appointments and everything else. Why? They have the ability, and I know some of them are involved that have to be. I don't know if John Russell's involved with this, but he's a vet. I mean, I know that there's men over there at the hospital. They handle, I don't know how many vets that are at the hospitality center. I've dealt with them. I've brought people, that's why I'm so encouraged, brought people to the vets down in Rocky Hill, transported them to Massachusetts where they belong, dealt with Rob Simmons, who is totally supportive of vets, dealt with Andy Maynard, who is the chair of the Vets Committee here. I mean, I cannot believe it. I just don't believe that to watch you vote against this. And Mike, that says something about your leadership.
I think we would rather have had an official statement than a vote.
It says nothing about the leadership. It's like it's the way you're reading into it. It's nothing about the leadership. I mean, this town hasn't been run as good as it has in these past 2 years that Mike and I've been on. We've accomplished a lot in this city that hasn't been done. And as far as the vets, it's like we're 100% for that. But there's nobody